Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Ray, that's Koji, and today we're gonna look at the post PRB-01 secondary market. But before we look at the current ridiculous prices, I want to quickly shout out the members of my Wolfpack. And as a reminder, my members only giveaway for this month is going to be this awesome looking Goldie Roger alt art from OP-09. All you have to do to be part of that giveaway is become a member for the month of November, and then you're automatically going to be in the draw. Also, I want to let you guys know about today's giveaway. So for this video, I will be giving away one. I think it's Whitebeard. Look at that, cracking the air. Dawn from Double Pack 5, I believe, from OP-08. And all you had to do to be part of this giveaway, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. All right, now without further ado, let's go check out the post PRB-01 live. All right, it's another episode of Market Watch, and this one we're going to be focusing mainly on PRB-01 and the effect, massive effect it had on the secondary market. We are going to start out before we actually look at some of the singles and some of the reprints and how the value of those changed. I'm going to quickly look at the sealed products and the prices. I like to do this after, or I guess before, every single market watch, is just because it gives us a good gauge on seeing how many possible reprints are occurring from Bandai with some of the older sets. So, hopefully it makes some of the especially older sets like OP-01 to OP-05 a lot more affordable for everyone that's kind of coming in. So that's why I like to look at it at the beginning of every single market watch. All right, starting with Blue Bottom OP-01. So this one is still massive in terms of value. If you were able to buy a lot during wave 1 or alpha, they call it alpha, in the One Piece like over a year ago, your return is massive. It went all the way down to about 900 USD, but right now it's the values right now is about 942. I had 30. I love telling people this, but I had 30 boxes way back then when I first started my channel, and I opened every single one of them just because I'm a collector. Love the cards. And I did pull manga Shanks, so maybe it was all worth it. Next, let's go look at some of the reprints of OP-01, which is the wave 2, the white bottom one. This one, it's a little bit of up and down. It peaked last month at 230 USD, and then you can see it slowly decreased with the bottom of about 200, and then it went up a little bit right now, just over 210 US dollars. This might indicate to us that maybe there were a little bit of a reprints and becoming a little bit more affordable or available in the secondary market right now, which is good. Way better than the $900 from wave 1 for sure. The blue bottom one. Next, let's go look at OP-02. It looks like it followed about the same curve as the OP-01 white bottom ones. It was all the way up in the beginning of the month around 164 to 165 USD. Then it went down all the way down to $152.63. It went a little bit over that at just over 155 USD right now. But it looks like there has been, Bandai has been much better, it seems like, in providing more sealed products available out there in the secondary market, which is great. Just because for the longest time OP-02 was very hard and very expensive to get at anywhere close to MSRP prices. So this is great news. And other products like the treasure set, I believe, treasure box set, it's great as well. It allows people to open packs at relatively cheaper prices compared to if you just buy it like buying an entire box. Next, let's go look at OP-03. OP-03, so it's followed same as the first two. It was all the way up to 167 or so, and then it went all the way down to 151. So it looks like last month or so there has been quite a few reprints or more seal products in the secondary market. Yeah, in the last few weeks or so, which is great. Hopefully you were able to nab one, because as you can see, it's slowly starting to creep up again. This one's just shy of $158. Next, let's go look at OP04. Let's see if it followed. Yeah, so same thing, trending down, which is great. Great sign for players, collectors, and obviously not investors. But honestly, One Piece is a card game. One Piece is meant to be played and enjoyed and looked at, not just the box. So it's a-okay with me. So it was all the way up 167, nearly 168, and then yeah, slowly going down. And right now it's just under 150 US dollars, $146.67, and it looks like it might be even getting lower. So there might be more OP04 seal products flooding the market, which is great. Good on Bandai. I don't know how they can if they're gonna be able to keep it up. They are producing a lot of different card games. Union Arena just released. They just announced the Gundam card game as well. So honestly, guys, I'm not gonna give you guys investment advice or market advice or anything like that. But if Gundam takes off and Union Arena takes off, there might not be enough, I guess, printers to print everything that we want. So this might be a reprint now, and then you might not see another one, if at all, in the near future. So keep that in mind. If you're thinking of or in defense of buying one, this might be the best time for you to buy any seal boxes for part of your collection, or just to open up anyway. Next, let's go look at OP05. OP05, yeah, it kind of similar form or bell curve or whatever curve that you saw from the first four. So you see it was high, and then it looks like there was a dip. So around this period in the middle, which is all of the former sets had, it looks like Bandai did print quite a few products available, and that's why you saw the dip in the price, just because the seal products became a lot more available. I don't know whether it is from the Bandai official Bandai stores, or LGSs are getting more in stock. Who knows? But yeah, it went all the way down to just under 170. But it looks like it's slowly inching up again, and right now it's nearly 180. So yeah, hopefully you were able to get one around this price, because it's a lot easier to pay that than like 200 USD for sure. Next, let's go look at OP04 or 6. OP06. This one, so it looks like it's opposite as the other five. So it looks like Bandai has put more of the previous sets out there, but not OP06 maybe, because you can see the prices for OP06 just went all the way up. Last month or so, it was under 100 USD. It was actually under 199 USD, and right now it's over 103, or just over or under 103 USD. So not a huge spike, but as you can see, it's holding the price and even went a little bit up, indicating that Bandai is not necessarily printing a lot of these out or reprinting OP06 out. Maybe because they're focusing on reprinting sets that released last year, or they're focusing on printing OP08, which is the current release, and obviously now with PRB-01 as well. Next, let's go look at EB-01. EB-01 last month, yeah, so same thing. It looks like it was all the way down to $154.03, and then spiked all the way up to wow, nearly 183 USD. So it looks like, yeah, Bandai kind of stopped printing it a little bit and became a little bit more scarce. And then you saw some of the singles from the set becoming very, very meta relevant. Cavendish, Brook, Laboon, and so forth, and Kid and Killer as well. So there's a lot of really, really good cards in this set. So as you can see, with not a lot or enough seal products available, you saw the spike in price, but it looks like it's slowly tapering down. It's currently right now just under or just over 166 USD. So maybe Bandai is printing more, or maybe because Blue Dofi some of the black cards are less desirable now than before. Next is go look at OP-07. This one's interesting. It's slowly trending up, but definitely a little bit of yo-yo the last month or so. Yeah, it went all the way down to just over 89 USD, which is great. This is what I love being able to just go to any store out there, big box, LGS or whatever, and buy One Piece at affordable prices. Just break it, open it. If you're a One Piece fan, you don't really care about playing. You're like, that's where One Piece needs to go eventually, and I think they will, because that's what Pokemon has done really really well. Is that current sets are very very cheap, but they can appreciate over short or long amount of time. But if you want to buy current sets now, a lot of them becomes very very available, so people can just impulsively buy it, and that's where One Piece needs to go in order for to reach some of the One Piece fans out there. And I can guarantee you, with the remake, with final arc happening, with the second season of the live action, there's more One Piece fans more than ever. So having a lot of these products available in the shelf to just pick it up and checking out some of their favorite characters in card form is honestly like that's how this card game's even gonna grow even more than it is now. And then our current set or current main set, we have OP-08, two legends. Yeah, so this one, yeah. That Banda has learned the lesson and printed a lot. When you see this graph, that means that, yeah, hopefully you see more products available. It went all the way down to just over 67 USD. So hopefully that's enough for a lot of people that might be interested in the card game to pick it up. They do need to print more stuff like blisters out there at Walmart. Stuff like treasure cup stuff or treasure chest. Booster boxes booster set are good. I think they're going to be releasing tins as well in the future. Like, that's what they need in order to kind of grab some of the casual market out there. And then obviously our current set right now, we have PRB-01. And as you can see, the price are going up. It is a hot set. Everyone's chasing for that manga god pack. Pre-release is like 119, and yeah, it ballooned all the way to $148.55 with a height of just over 150. This the set is hot. A lot of people are opening it, chasing for the manga god pack and manga Nami and some of the gold dons. So yeah, you know what that means when a lot of seal products are being opened. Then obviously the secondary market singles are flooded with a lot of the reprints. And so next, let's go check on how the secondary singles market got affected by it. All right, before we look at some of the reprinted singles out there, let's go focus first on the high-end reprints. I'm talking about the mangas, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, there is a manga god pack available for PRB-01. Seemingly everyone's pulling one from the Facebook and Twitter/X/Reddit comments. It seems like everyone has a manga god pack. So let's go see how much did the manga secondary market actually got affected by the manga god pack, and if it's more of a recency bias, why people are thinking that there's a lot when it didn't really affect the secondary market that much with how rare manga god packs are. So let's go focus first with the new pack or new manga for PRB-01. We got Nami Shuan. So this one is debuting at about $597 USD, which is about mid-range in terms of manga. It's at the high end in terms of manga Gear 5 Luffy, but it's pretty good as well. I wonder how high it will go once PRB-01 sealed products becomes less available, because Nami is one of the core 3 straw hats out there, along with Zoro and Luffy. So the waifu factor is there as well. We'll see if Nami will go up, or if there's so much PRB-01 sealed products that's being opened that there's a lot of Nami out there. I don't know. So next, let's go look at the first first of the reprints from OP-01, we got Manga Shanks. So how much did the God manga or Manga God pack affect OP-01 Shanks? Not that much. So it looks like before release around at $122, $123 sold. Is here is sold, and right now it's sitting at just under $1,000. So about $25 decline. So obviously it got affected, but honestly that's more of like a rounding error more than anything. So honestly, it still kept its $1,000 value, which is really, really nice. Let's go look at our second manga from OP-02. We got Ace. It looks like maybe it got affected a lot higher, but we'll see. So Ace, it was all the way up 795 USD, and right now it's holding steady at $775.38. So about $25 or so decrease, which is it's not bad, but honestly it's still holding really, really good value. So the effect of the Manga God pack is definitely minimal for this card. Next we got Sogi King. Sogi King was 335 and it's right now 327, 328. So yeah, it's around 25 USD. So it looks like so far the manga or the older mangas got affected, decreased their value about 25 USD, which is not that much considering how expensive some of these mangas are. So next, let's go look at Sabo. So Sabo, wow, Sabo actually went opposite. Sabo went up. Sabo was all the way down to 445 USD before PRB, and then it's slowly coming up again. It's right now it's at $446.61 in terms of value. So more than anything, it looks like Sabo's value went up more than anything. Next is you'll have Gear 5 Luffy. Gear 5 Luffy went down a little bit. Let's see how much. So before PRB-01, it's around 2,910 USD, and looks like right now it's at 2,689.98. So this one definitely had the most impact in terms of the amount it decreased last month or so. It's about what, 300 $200 or so, but with how much value Gear 5 Luffy is, it definitely did not tank, it definitely did not crater, definitely did not crash or anything like that, but definitely had a sizable dip for sure. Next, let's go look at Law. So Law, the same one from OP-05. This one decreased as well. So this card was just over $704, and right now it's around 681. So this one had a pretty high decrease as well. So it's about 25 USD. So it's still in line with the previous mangas. Next, let's go look at Kid. So last month, Kid decreased. It went from 675 USD to 620 or so. So that's a little bit more drastic. So that's about 50 USD. So has been the most, I guess, negative or decrease in value so far since the Manga God pack got released in the English region. Next, let's go look at OP-06 Zoro. So Zoro was all the way at 610 USD or so, and right now it's about 603. So about what, $10 difference. So not much there. Next we got Chopper. Chopper was all the way at $746, and right now it's about $725. So same thing, it's about $20 decrease. And yeah, so as you see, those have been the mangas released so far. Honestly, even though Gear 5 Luffy from OP-05 had the biggest decrease along with Kid, it's honestly minuscule compared. It definitely did not tank the price like OP-05 Gear 5 Luffy. It's still obscenely priced. It's ridiculous. If Luffy's retaining this much value, I can't imagine how much the Goldie Roger card will be for OP-09. Yeah, that's gonna be absolutely crazy. So yeah, as you guys can see, PRB-01 had very minimal impact to the manga prices, and people who were worried about the Manga God pack affecting anything, it's usually the smallest I guess people, or the amount of people usually have the loudest voices. The people who are pulling the manga god packs like to show their luck, I guess. And the hundreds and thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands of people who've been opening up packs, they don't pull they don't post anything if they pull nothing. So keep that in mind moving forward. So it looks like mangas minimal impact from PRB-01. Now let's go look at the normal cards, the SRs, the secret rares, and see how much their value got affected. All right, so let's go first look at some of the secret rare reprints in PRB-01. There are 6 in total. I'm going to focus on 4 that have a little bit higher value than the other 2. The other 2 were the Kaido one, the blue Kaido, as well as the purple Luffy. Those 2 aren't really that playable right now, so I'll look at the first 4 and kind of look at their value, starting with Yamato from OP-01. Obviously, OP-01 bosses are still getting pretty expensive. The prices for this Yamato secret rare was a little bit up there. It was over $10 before PRB-01 hits, and then obviously once it the set released, the value cratered and is just now under or just over $2.64. So quite a drastic, about a quarter of the value. Next, let's go look at the second secret rare from OP-01. We have Shanks. So Shanks value, same thing, not as high as Yamato before, but yeah, it had a value of nearly $3.90, and right now it's just over $1.46. Same thing, it's about a third of the value or so, or yeah, it's about a third of the value, somewhere there. Next is we have Kuzan from OP-02. So Kuzan here, the value was just over $18.89. And right now, yeah, it's about, 25% of the value, somewhere around there, 25 to 30%, just over $4.15. As you can see, yeah, Kuzan's price went pretty drastically down. But the one that everyone was looking forward to is the last secret rare that we didn't talk about. We have Katakuri. Katakuri is one of those super good secret rares that held its value. Kind of similar to Ace from OP-07. So this card used to be so expensive. Yeah, before it was nearly 28 USD, and because of the reprint right now, the price is relatively cratered at around $12.09. So about less than half or so, 40% of the value. So still holding pretty strong, honestly, considering how much PRB-01 was opened the last few weeks since the release. So those are the secret rare prices. Honestly, it's great. It's great to see secret rare prices going down, especially this Katakuri decks. My official stance for any, I guess, normal cards, no normal arts, anyways, is that I like them to be affordable so that more people can try out different decks. It's always going to be really difficult if some of the really key cards out there, like this Katakuri secret rare, were so expensive that a lot of people can't afford to even try out the decks in their local. So this way it's a little bit more affordable, but the prices are still pretty good at just over $12. So those has been the secret rare from PRB, or that was reprinted in PRB-01. Next, let's go look at some of the SRs and some of the uncommons and even commons that were very expensive before the reprints, and see what's the value at now. All right, so let's go end this market watch by looking at some of this SRs, uncommons, and commons of some of the staple cards out there that were very expensive before the reprints and made it really hard for a lot of people to even afford to try out decks in their locals. So yeah, let's go see how their prices got impacted from the release of PRB-01, starting with 8 Cost Kid. So this one was definitely playable with Uta as well as Bonnie. I believe. And yeah, before the reprint, this had a value of just over $7, about $7.45. And with the reprint, yeah, it cratered all the way down to just over $1.21. So massive, massive decline there. Next, let's go look at Law. This one not as popular with, obviously red green Law. Not becoming meta, but interesting to see the price of this one. So before it was just over $3.80, and right now it's it's not even a dollar. It's about 50 cents or so. Next, this card was a powerhouse and a staple to a lot of black decks out there, with especially running the Navy package. We have Borsolino. Yeah, this card before the release, a few months ago, it's just over 20 USD. About a month ago, it's even rocking around 10 USD, $10.61 or so, and then right now it's just over $2.45. So a great decrease there. Next, let's go look at Kuzan, the other admiral from the Navy package. This one, wow, this is even higher. I didn't even realize that Kuzan was this expensive. But yeah, Kuzan was just over $17.50. And because of the reprint, yeah, it's way more affordable, way more affordable, $2.43 right now, which is great to see. Next, we have Daddy Newgate, Daddy Whitebeard. He had a height of just over $16.79 a few months ago. Last month, yeah, just under $10. And right now, it's just over $1.30, which is great. If you're going to be running Newgate in Shanks and OP-09, definitely makes him a lot more affordable there, which is awesome to see. Next, we got obviously big bad Gecko Moria, the backbone, so to speak, of all black decks out there. Obviously this had a really nice value. I think it was a high of just over $8 before the release, and right now it's just over $2.50, which is great to see. It allows people to even experiment. If they saw people winning using the new starter deck, Black Luffy out there, Black Yellow Luffy or whatever, and they want to try it out themselves. Now buying Morias doesn't cost them an arm and a leg, so that's awesome to see. Next, let's go look at Hody Jones. Hody Jones, not as popular or expensive as Moria, but pretty penny still at $3.86 with a height, and then with the release, not even $1. Great to see. Next, we have Hiyori. Wow, Hiyori is actually a pretty nice value, pretty close to Moria or so. Just under or just over $5.50, and right now it's just over $1. Great to see for a lot of the players out there. Next, we got Ice Age. So those were all of the SRs that I focused on. Next, let's go look at some of the uncommons released in the older sets and staple in a lot of decks. So this one, I said uncommon in OP-02. OP-02. This card, I can tell you, I have an eBay store. I've sold so much of this card. This card was so expensive, and people were just buying them with the popularity of Black being best deck in the format. So as you can see, before the release, it had a height of $3.41 each card, not a playset, each. And right now, it's definitely a lot more affordable at just over 10 cents or 15 cents or so. Great to see for the players. Next is good. Sanji Spilov. This is another card that was very expensive to buy if you want to run Nami, or honestly any blue deck out there. This card is just really nice. This one had $4.59 each, and you need a full play set of them. So that can like run you what $20 or so, or close to that, which were very expensive just for 4 cards. And right now, it's definitely way more affordable at 18 cents. Next, we got Otama. Otama has been the red version of those prior cards. Almost a mandatory in a lot of red decks out there. Obviously, red is not meta, but for people who actually want to try out red, try out Zuro if they are running this package, or Otama there. They get to actually try it out, maybe for Shanks in OP-09. So yeah, this one used to be $2.72 each, and right now it's very affordable at 31 cents. Next, we got brand new. Obviously, this is part of the combo with Rebecca. Rebecca, brand new. they just find each other. So this one used to be $1.29 each, and now it's just over 30 cents. Great to see. Next, we have the big bad queen from the starter deck 4. This was a staple of a lot of purple decks out there, especially with Purple Luffy becoming very, very, very good in OP-09. It's so nice to see that this card becomes more affordable, because that purple deck, it was so expensive just to get 2 queens. This card was a menace. This card was so expensive, and it's so nice that it's a lot more affordable now. So yeah, before it was just over $10.80 before the release, and right now it's just 73 cents, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I'd like to see for all the players out there. Next, we have Helmeppo, another one from the starter deck. So this one, obviously, it's playable in a lot of Navy package out there for, if you run Rabuchi as a leader. So this one was about $1.30, and then obviously right now with the reprints, it's just 12 cents. That's awesome. And then we got Tsuru, same thing, a mandatory in a lot of Navy decks out there. And yeah, she used to be $2.44, and right now she's just over 13 cents. So yeah, comment down below, guys. What do you think about PRB-01's effect on the market? Yay or nay? Did it save the market? Did it crash it? Honestly, from my perspective, it looked like some of the high-end cards, some of the alt arts, the effect of PRB-01 is minimal, so to speak. But the one that actually gained the most are actually the players. A lot of the staples that you've seen out there from a lot of the decks, like Tsuru, like Ice Age, like Gecko Moria, are a lot more affordable for everyone, which is great to see, because that's how you grow the game. That's how you get people to try out some of the decks. If you gatekeep a lot of these cards out there, it sucks, because then people that, when they look it up, that a Luffy or a Lucci deck won the regionals and they want to try it out, but they can't afford Moria. Now they can actually try it out and play the deck in their locals, and I think that's so much better. It makes the game a lot more accessible. I like the regular cards to be as cheap as possible, and then if you want to bling it out, I think that kind of satisfies the collector side, or the collectors out there, such as myself, because a lot of their alt arts, the value doesn't really get affected that much, because each card is a little bit different, right? So they're not reprinting the alt arts, they're reprinting the base cards, right? And introducing new alt arts, and you get to keep the old alt arts separately, and then you get to enjoy new alt arts, and then obviously the base cards are becoming very, very affordable. Hopefully, yeah, they keep doing this for the newer sets moving forward, because obviously there are going to be some staples out there, especially with Blue Dofi deck right now. Like, that starter deck is so expensive, because there are a lot of really, really nice cards there. Hopefully they won't use that for PRB-02, so they reprint some of these cards, so some of those decks become a lot more affordable moving forward. But yeah, comment down below, guys. What do you think? PRB-01, what do you think is effect on the market moving forward, and should Bandai print more reprint sets moving forward? Yeah, as always, guys, if you want to be part of that, if you're still listening this far out, thank you so much for listening to me ramble. And as a reminder, if you want to be part of that Dawn giveaway, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. I will post a winner at the end of the month at my a community post, so make sure you stay subscribed so that you don't miss if you win. Yeah, as always, guys, I hope everyone is enjoying PRB-01. OP-09 is nearly here, and I hope you guys will have an amazing rest of the week. I'll see you guys later. Cheers.